past, and he speaks really well, and he brings experience to the team as well. You know, Premier League experience, which is huge, and you know, for the club to get him on a free, it's massive for them. And he touched on about repaying the club, and he's doing that. You know, 10 goals, as Doss says, is a good return for this stage of the season.
Because he'd had a very quiet first half. He wasn't really involved too much, was he, in the general play of Leeds United? But it's not something that phases a player of that experience.
When you're a goal scorer and you're going into it and you have your self-belief, which Dominic certainly does have at this moment in time, he dried up a little bit in recent weeks. But he's always that threat. And me and Stu were touching on it. You look at his chances in goals. He had him against Manchester United, hit the post, gets across the defender. Tonight, gets across the defender. He's not just a player that you can hang time. Played against him when he was a really young player, when he was at Sheffield United and I was at Hull City. I remember Harry Maguire saying to me, get ready for this young centre-forward, he can leap. I went, don't worry, I'll be all right, I'll be able to beat me. Wow, the leap and hang time that he has.
He catch you out?
Oh, yeah, he caught me out a few times, yeah. I mean, incredible, and he's certainly repaying Leeds United the faith that they've showed in bringing him in, but also what Stu said. We got asked about should they have brought players in the transfer window. Why? You've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Nemecha didn't come off the bench. Piru didn't come off the bench. You're thinking, why overhaul? He's certainly repaying.
I think the system change has suited him perfectly. I think earlier on in the season when they were playing a 4-3-3, you know, they were struggling to create chances. And I think the system change, whether it be 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, they're getting more bodies around them. The wing-backs are getting up to support them. They're putting crosses in. They're playing their strengths as well. And I think it's huge. And obviously, like any striker, when you get a goal, it fills you full of confidence. And he's just feeding off that. Do
you think that was design or in some ways accident?
The change of...
Yeah,
I think it was probably... I think the way the club recruited, it was, you know, looking in from a fan point of view, I was thinking we need to, Leeds need to change shape. But away at Man City, obviously, Daniel James gets injured at half-time. It was Willie Gnonto's first start in a while. He didn't have a great first half, so take him off with DJ getting injured. He had to do something, and you're 2-0 down away to City. You're probably thinking, you know, change shape here and maybe just keep it at 2 because, you know, it could easily go 3-4-5. And they change it, they get back into the game, a good second-half performance, and then they go and they blow Chelsea away midweek. And I was at the Chelsea game, and Chelsea had no answers to them. Whether he's fell into it or not, I'm sure the manager will say different.
Well, he's listening to you right now.
One thing I will say is he's not afraid to change it. He's very, very clever, and you know, it's showing now.
Well, here he is, Daniel Farke, waiting to talk to us. And Daniel, congratulations, first of all. I don't know if you heard what Stuart Dallas was saying then. We were talking about this formation change, you know, some weeks ago now, but it feels like since you made that change at half-time at Manchester City, the team, the club, yourself have not looked back. So was it always part of the plan?
No, I think, of course, we played a emphatic second half at Man City, and also to play then also in different base formation gave us another boost. But we've changed the base formation so often during the season. Also sometimes a hybrid team against the ball in different base formation than with the ball. All the credit goes to my players because they're so flexible so far during the season, and we don't have the best individual qualities, so for that sometimes we have to mirror our opponent to take their strength away, to bring our principles in different base formation on the pitch, and it's one of our strengths that we are not predictable, and for that many compliments to the players because. Yeah, of course, you can have an idea and you can try with your tools also to bring it to the heads and to the souls of the players, but it's up to them to bring it under pressure and difficult situations on the pitch, and they've done it today, again, in a fantastic manner.
And you certainly looked unpredictable in that first half when we see Jayden Bogle bursting through for the goal, James Justin creating the second goal. This was a real feature of the first half, particularly, Daniel. Did you feel that there was something in your thinking in terms of how you could hurt Nottingham Forest and their structure?
Yes, of course, we wanted to be flexible today also in our processes. So I think especially in the first half and also major parts of the second half, we were really unpressable and dominated also the game in possession and played good processes. Created great chances. Normally it's against the Sean Dyche side so difficult to open this team and to score goals, and for that was important to do this today. But for me it was also key that we were switched on in the moment when we lost the balls, because at some point, of course, you have to take risks, but we made sure today that Nottingham, with their quality up front, they were not able to develop anything out of their counterattacks. And for me, it was also crucial that we controlled the moments when we lost the ball and were on it in the counter-pressing, though this intensity, this balance the principles in possession, but also our desire against the ball once we lost the ball. I think this was today the key.
Daniel, Michael Dawson here. Congratulations on the win. How pleased with your team after that disappointment last week to Arsenal to bounce back in the manner, the poor performance, and now to go 9 points clear of West Ham? You must be delighted.
Yes, very proud, as you know, Michael. So it's always important how you respond after a difficult result.
Kid, a striker, about just getting something on the ball, that shows it. You know, he can't really do anything else. And to be able to chest it in like that is incredible. And he's been a fantastic signing for them.
Well, let's speak to him, shall we, and find out his inspiration for that goal. Dominic is waiting to talk to us. Congratulations, Dominic, on the goal and the victory as well. We'll come to the goal in just a moment. But give us your view on that performance, because I think James Justin said it was, if not one of the best of the season so far.
Yeah, all right, fellas. Yeah, it was just everything came together, all-round performance from the team. I think just good discipline, well managed in the game, and things obviously went our way on the night. The conditions were difficult, and we knew what they were going to bring. You know, we knew we'd have to have our tin hats on at times, and we did, and we battled well, and obviously won the game.
But tactically, it felt from the start that you had the edge in it. What was behind that, do you think, Dominic?
We've just done today what we've been doing for the past few weeks, you know, just executing our game plan on the ball and off the ball, you know, trying to dominate possession and just manage the game, you know, mature as we go through the season. And I think we did that very well today. And again, not getting carried away. It's a massive 3 points for us, but one we can take confidence from.
Well, here in the studio, we were speculating at half-time about what Forest's response was going to be. In the end, it was you that had the big say at the start of that second half, which really swung the game massively in your favour. So talk us through the goal itself, Dominic. We can see you on the back post. You see Gruev eventually picks it up. But what are you thinking here?
Just be on my toes. You know, if the ball drops, be alive. I can see the centre-half's number, so I know he can't see me. And then just made my run across him. Just, you know, usual centre-forward play, get across your man. And thankfully, Elias, I don't know if it's a cross or a shot, but
we didn't know
improvised
either.
And chested it in. It might be a cross, actually.
Dominic, Michael Dawson, congratulations tonight. 10th Premier League goal of the season. When you went into Leeds United, did you have a target set out of how many goals you were going to get?
I think when you go into any season, double figures is what you got to aim for as a number 9 in this league, and double figures and above. So it's nice to obviously hit that milestone at the moment, but I'm hungry for more. I'm striving every day to improve and just keep scoring more goals.
Dom, it's Stu here. Congratulations, pal. I just wanted to ask, obviously there was a lot of speculation around transfers in January, talk about bringing in a new striker. How much confidence does it give you and belief does it give you that the club have shown so much belief in you?
Yeah, it's all you want as a player, and especially as a striker. You know, it's you need the confidence to feed off, and for me, the faith and the belief that the club and the fan base and the managers put in me has you know, helped me a lot, and I like to think I'm repaying that, and I'm really enjoying my football and enjoying my time and just enjoying leading the line as I always have done.
It doesn't matter how you score them, whether it's your right foot, your left foot, your head, or indeed your Superman chest. So was this a last-minute decision?
I've got to say, I've scored one of these before. If you check my Northampton Town highlights on loan, across the front post, chesting in, I just found that it wasn't really a volley. It wasn't a head, and it's something that I've done before. It's, you know, just guided it into the net, and it's just pure instinct. You know, that's what I liked, where I like to be in the box and working off instinct, and I find that that's when the best finishes come.
It's very canny, but unfortunately it spoilt what was a lovely piece of artwork that you were developing, Dom, your goal chart from this season. Because you'll be well aware of this. You have this lovely straight line, and look how skewed that last one is now.
Yeah, you can't keep going in a straight line forever. It's look, I don't mind how they go in and where I score them from, as long as they hit the back of the net.
I mean, Carlo Ancelotti used to talk to you about being between the posts, didn't he? But being the width of the penalty spot, I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I saw it a couple of weeks ago, you know, when it was going around the goal line and obviously scoring goals centrally. But that's where I thrived. That's where I thrived previously, and that's where, you know, if the lads can feed me and give me service, I'll always be on the spot and ready to score.
Dom, Dawson's alluded to it already, but the fact you've hit double figures again and for the first time since 2021, how important is it for you to have done that again in a Leeds United shirt as well?
Yeah, it's big. I've not done it for a while, so it's something I've been striving for since the last time I did it, and you know it's just another one to add to the tally, and I'm hungry for more, like I said before, and just game by game, step by step. But also I understand that I'm judged on goals, as every centre forward is, but you know I try to lead by example and bring as much experience to the team as possible.
So Dom, that dressing room must be bouncing right now. What's the mood in there? Is that Leeds United safe?
No, come on, it's step by step. I know you boys like to get carried away, but for us it was a massive game. We knew it, and we knew we had to get 3 points today, and thankfully we have. And it's a step in the right direction, and we'll just be working, pushing, motivated even more to keep going, you know, up the table.
Great to talk to you as ever. Congratulations, Dom. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Just wondered if I'm...
Calvert-Lewin now, having scored that goal with the chest, which is why we've taken the walk down memory lane, is up to 10 goals. It's his third best. His best tally is 16 in the Premier League. Can he get those 6 in the remaining 13 games?
I think it'll be a bit of a push. If he gets 14, I think he'll be happy. I think one of the main things for Dominic Calvert-Lewin and the main gamble for Leeds when they took him on was keeping him fit. Yeah. And they've managed to do that, and he can build on this. So a full season, if he gets 14, 15 goals, huge success, keeps him in the Premier League. It's about keeping him fit and getting him better, because we know the potential he's had. He's unfulfilled potential still, and he's guaranteed goals in the Premier League, but it's keeping him fit, and that's where they've done the best business, as far as I'm concerned.
He's ended up being a fantastic signing. They were in for Strand Larsen, but there was no need to pay that sort of money. When you got this boy playing, he wants to play one up front there. Aronson's been outstanding in behind him. I think they've got very good players.
On a free
if
as well.
If he scores 6 more, they certainly won't get relegated.
You probably will be enjoying the weekend. Leeds 9 points clear of the drop zone. Jayden Bogle talking about just how important this was and just how well the night went for them, and the spirit that they showed impressed him. We were impressed with his opening goal, and he talked about how they'd been working on those moments, the ball over the defence. In fact, when we look at it, you said he didn't even look up. It was kind of instinctive.
Yeah, diagonal runs, straight balls, you know, and Gruev would